What's up, weirdos? Welcome to Universe of Weirdos. It is me, Jay Kraft, back with another wonderful episode of Universe of Weirdos, and we are stuck in the 1950s. I don't know what's going on here, but if you listen to our last episode, you would know that me and Brother Dan went back to 1950 to review a wonderful public service announcement teaching people how to throw a good party. And if you haven't listened to that episode, I would highly suggest you go back and listen to it, because it's one of the best episodes we've ever done, figuring out how to throw a party in 1950. And well, the Universe of Weirdos time machine was all fired up and ready to go. We sent Dan back to modern times, and right as I was about to blast back to the future, the Universe of Weirdos time machine kind of broke down on me a little bit. So me and my AI robot producer Squeak McBeak have been stuck in the 1950s while he repairs all of the Chronocaster and all of the stuff that's attached to the time machine that we need to blast back to modern times. So unfortunately, for the next couple of episodes, I'm going to have to continue bringing you 1950s PSA material. And today, we have a couple that's arguing that we need to figure out what's going on with. Maybe we can help repair their relationship and see what kind of impact we can have on them. So, again, we're doing another 1950, this one's 1954 public service announcement review. This one is called Who's Right? Marriage for Moderns. And this one's a little bit longer of an episode, so I'm going to not waste too much time getting into it. And let's just see what's going on here, because this is about a young couple in 1954. They're having some issues. They've recently been married after only dating for 5 months. So I think we might even see maybe where the problem started, that maybe you guys got a little bit too ahead of yourselves in the relationship. But this is it right here. This is what we're going to go over today. We're going to figure out who's right. We're going to figure out where this couple can fix their relationship. We're going to mend these fences. We're back in 1954, and we're going to make sure that this couple has some good children that grow up to be maybe my grandparents or something. So let's see what's going on here. Who's right? Marriage for Moderns, 1954. A McGraw-Hill Text Films. What? Text Films? Okay. All right, so Marriage for Moderns. Who's right? Let's find out. I'm ready to be fair. I've actually already watched this ahead of time, by the way, so I kind of know who's right. And they're both garbage. Be prepared for that.
Spoiled. Selfish. Self-centered. This woman believes the sun should rise and set according to her needs. Her uncontrollable temper flares up at the slightest imagined provocation.
Well,
Heartless, scheming, always ready to attack the unsuspecting male.
well, it is 1954. We could always Baker act her and have her locked away in a psychiatric institution for being an unwilling to work with you woman, or whatever the fuck they would do. Remember back, remember, no, you don't, but it was a weird thing back in the 50s and shit where, if you argued with your wife, you could just have her committed to a psychiatric institution. People just fucking really heavily relied on the word of the man in the relationship back then, and it was kind of pathetic. Because, yeah, it's just my wife is mad that I keep sleeping with my secretaries. I think she might have to go away to a nut hut for a little while. This is fucking weird. That is such weird fucking shit. But let's keep going for this gold digger. This woman who's spoiled and has an attitude. And let's see what's going on here. Why does she have the attitude? I'm curious.
Are her looks, her personality, her youth. Deadly, mortal weapons which never cease to fascinate her.
Okay. So she uses the
She
weapons
spends
of
most
her
of her time-
youth, her looks, and her personality. So, all right, she will manipulate men. She's a temptress. She is a succubus. Let's see what's up.
Fought, keeping and fighting trim. Her vanity is beyond belief. This is the only person in the world she really loves.
Okay.
Everyone else is either an admirer or a slave.
So she's a
She's a
narcissist.
megalomaniac. She's a gold digger. Or so she seems to her husband, Frank Carson,
Okay,
who
so
is a tyrant of medieval mold.
okay, so here's what the narrator's doing, I guess. He's saying this is the wife here, and this is what the husband thinks about her. He thinks that she's a gigantic piece of shit, and now he's showing the husband and going, he's a tyrant. He's a modern man. He's a dickhead. He's a heavy drinker and a wife abuser. He's going to go through all of that stuff. So it's basically, him saying what the other person of the couple finds wrong with the other. So let's see what's going on here with old Frank. Frank and Honey is the couple that were Honey was her name. I think that might be a nickname or a pet name. I don't know of anyone whose real name was Honey, but I mean I could be wrong.
Power hungry, domineering, dominating. He lusts for control of other people, forever seeking subjects to his stubborn, iron will.
All right. Sounds like a good
He's
guy.
arrogant, cocksure.
He's
The
co-
world's foremost
he's
authority on
cocksure.
everything, from driving a car to starting a fire.
My brother?
From playing a bridge
Not Brother
hand to
Dan,
cooking
the
a
other
steak.
one.
At the office all day, according to him, he's a tiger. At home, he must play the royal lion, subjugating one and all to his inspired rule.
Okay. So
There is no way but his way. Everything he disagrees with must be changed.
all right, so he's one of those guys. He's the I work all day, so I'm going to come home and you're going to do everything that I say type of dude. So far, it seems like I'm on Honey's side, even though she might be a gold digger and a manipulator who uses her looks as her weapon. So I don't know. Frank seems like he's one of those dudes. He's got a stressful job and then he comes home and takes it out on his family. So that's my initial reactions here, but let's keep
No
going.
one else can ever be right. Or so it seems to his wife, Honey Carson.
Honey Carson.
Gold digger. All I'm trying to do is make the house livable. Make myself look human. Make the meals eatable with that little bit of money we have.
Yeah, eatable.
He must think I can run the house and dress myself for nothing per month. That's what he'd like anyway. He must be crazy. How does he even dare mention money around me? He knows I haven't a thing to wear.
Okay.
I had most of these dresses before we got married.
So problem one in your relationship is that you didn't really have a practical, non-argumentative conversation about money. It seems like old Frank didn't sit you down and go, hey, look, the first few years that we're going to be married, we might struggle a little bit because I'm at like this lower position in my job. I'm trying to work my way up and make more money. This is what I can afford right now. I can definitely pay our bills. I can definitely do this stuff. But like when it comes to stuff like buying you dresses and buying you like new clothes and all this luxury shit, we're going to have to wait at least a little while. Like I hope that one day I will be able to provide those things for you. But right now I'm establishing everything and we're just kind of getting started, seeing as how we dated for 5 months and we've been married for 11 months. I don't even know if they've actually said that yet, but that is, spoiler alert, the length of the relationship. It says so. I've watched this whole thing. Normally I go into these by just watching the first 5 minutes or so, but I watched this entire thing, so I have a pretty good grasp on what's going on here. And yeah, it seems like it's actually kind of a relevant couples argument that people still have these days because people don't ever necessarily talk about the important shit in a practical way. It's always like a turn the fucking lights off when you leave the room. What do you think? I'm made of fucking money? I'm the one that pays the electric bill around here. Like it's never any sort of like actual productive conversation. So let's keep going. Let's see what Honey's going on about with her not being able to afford clothes and shit like that.
All my exotic scents. One miserable bottle of French perfume he gave me for Christmas a year ago. Cologne from the 10-cent store. And a home permanent kit.
Yeah, you need to hit up Sephora.
If I spent just half the money on perfume that he throws away on those silly pipes he never smokes, he'd blow up.
The pipes? He has multiple pipes? If I spent even half the money on the pipes that he never smokes, how many pipes do you need to have, Frank? You don't have one? Like, I mean, I guess I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite because I have like 2 or 3, but they ain't for smoking tobacco out of, I can tell you that. They're just different sized glass pipes for other such substances that would have gotten you probably arrested for a long time in 1950. So, I don't know, maybe I can't judge Frank too hard on his multiple pipes, but you would think you just need the one pipe if you're smoking tobacco out of it. So, whatever, let's see what's going on here. She wants some more perfume. Frank's being a cheap fuck, so let's keep going.
And here's my collection of imported and domestic footwear. Those pumps I bought 3 years ago for that weekend at the university. This pair has been resold twice.
Have you thought about getting a job to afford the things that you would like to buy for yourself?
Fabulous Carson jewels, gold wash and glass stones. A collection that would delight the heart of any girl less than 10 years old.
Okay, so
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I'm sure alone in this world.
Okay, so she's bitching about the costume jewelry that she has. Okay, so they're both pieces of shit. That's the conclusion that I came to watching this whole thing, is that they're both pieces of shit. They're both like very selfish people who want things their way and they want the other person to sacrifice in order to give it to them without putting in the effort to make their own happiness themselves. It's always like, this is what I need to be happy. My husband to buy me this, my husband to do this for me, my husband to do this for me and buy this, and then also praise me like I'm a queen. Well, if that's what you need to be happy, then you're going to be fucking miserable because you're putting your benchmark for happiness on another person doing things for you and like struggling to do things for you and sacrificing for your happiness. And then you still want them to treat you like a queen afterwards. Like, here you go, honey. I spent all of my money on you and I'm broke now, but I'm so happy to do it because I love you. No, that's going to stress anybody out. And the same way with fucking Frank and his whole, when I come home, I need this done and I need this fucking done. So you better fucking do it. And it's like, well, Frank, I mean, that's not being fair. Like, she has desires and shit too. She has stuff she wants to get accomplished during the day, even if you are the breadwinner who's bringing home all the money. And I don't know. I think this couple just sucks in general. So let's keep going. I don't think I'm going to make it through this entire thing, but we'll at least fast forward to the end to see who's right and see what we can do to fix this couple's relationship. I hate the background music, by the way. It's so annoying.
Power mad, she calls me. She's so wrong, it's funny. I'm just a slave around here. Work all day earning the money to keep things going and bring it back so she can spend it.
Okay. That's the arrangement you made, Frank.
See who she wants to see. Buy what she wants to buy.
Sounds like you're at fault on that one,
I haven't
Frank.
been out for an evening of poker with the boys in 16 months. The 5 while I was going with her, and the 11 since we've been married.
Oh, okay. So here's the problem, Frank. I haven't been out for poker night with the boys in 16 months. You guys have been together for a total of 16 months. She does not know you as a person who goes out and plays poker with the guys. If when you first got together, you said, oh, and by the way, on Thursdays, I go out and play poker with the guys, that would have been a normal part of your relationship. But since it was never a normal part of your relationship, when you decided to tell her, hey, I need to go play poker with the guys, she decided to go, well, what the fuck do you mean play poker with the guys? You never go play poker with the guys. I've never seen you play poker with the guys. So what do you mean this is a big part of your life? I've never been privy to this part of your life. So again, Frank, this is your fault for setting the table to this being your relationship. Like, you have to set the tone for your relationship pretty damn early. Like, when me and my wife got together, I basically told her, I was like, look, I make this much money. I'm comfortable with spending this much money. I can do this and we can do this, but I can't do this, this, and this. And we're going to have to limit ourselves in certain ways. And you're going to have to be cool with that, or it's literally not going to work because I can't make miracles happen. I can do my best to make miracles happen, but I can't give you everything that you want because sometimes you have to make that stuff happen for yourself. And that goes with everyone in life. The answer to your happiness is never another person. Again, you have to make yourself happy and then you can be happy with other people. So it sounds like these fucks just got into this relationship to kind of squeeze what they can out of the other and not have any sort of compassion for the other's needs and realize, like, yeah, Frank must be kind of stressed out because he does work all the fucking time. And then when he comes home, I'm like, costume jewelry, shoes, I need those. And I can see why it gets pretty annoying. But then, Frank, you also have to understand that, like, when I come home and I'm all fucking stressed out, my wife's not all stressed out. So I need to be cool with her and realize that, like, I'm home now. This is my security. This is my happy place. Let's be happy and stop taking it out on each other. So let's keep going. I'm going to end up fast forwarding a lot through this because this might take a while if I want to listen to the whole thing. So let's establish a little bit more of their broken relationship, and then I'll fast forward to the end and see what kind of resolution we can come up with for these two fuckers who shouldn't have gotten married after only knowing each other 5 months. So, yeah, that's my goal. That's my immediate conclusion that I've come to anyways.
Day I'm supposed to help around the house. I've practically got 2 full-time jobs. And what does she do? Runs around all day with her friends buying things. And when she gets tired, goes and sits under a hairdryer in the beauty shop to rest. It sure must be tough.
Stop bitching. You knew what you got yourself
Every single
into.
piece of this furniture is something she picked out. She liked. She saw in a magazine. She wanted. She.
And then why didn't you say no, motherfucker, you little bitchy ass fucking puss? Why didn't you go, oh, you're going to pick out that chair? I don't really like that chair, and I'm going to be the one sitting in it, so how about we get this chair instead? It seems like you folded to everything that she wanted early in the relationship just to establish that, like, yeah, please like me, please like me. And then when she did, and now you're going like, I resent everything that you like me for because I was being fake in order to win your affection. You're kind of like, I have a brother that does this. It's not Brother Dan. It is another brother that I have seen him at bars before just straight up lie to women about his interests. He told a woman one time that he was into rock climbing because she said that she was into rock climbing, and he was like, yeah, I fucking love that. I don't think that motherfucker has ever climbed a single rock in his life. I don't even think he's ever walked on a gravel driveway. What the fuck you mean rock climbing? You're just lying in order to get a woman to like you. And I think that's what ended up happening with Frank. And now he's really upset that she's not adapting to his reality, and instead she's expecting the fantasy. So fuck Frank. This is the conclusion I'm coming to already, I think. Let's fast forward a little bit because they end up having dinner together, and Frank makes her cry. So let's see what's up here. Let's get into the dinner a little bit. So here we go.
Could it be that the meeting didn't go as well as it might have? Were Frank's superiors rather slighting about his ideas? Is he perhaps making stronger arguments now than he did this afternoon?
Oh, so yeah, it's one of those things of like, does she understand that he had a hard day at work and he's coming home and taking it out on her? Maybe she should be a little bit more understanding to the man's needs. And instead of Frank going, hey, look, I had a shitty day and I'm taking it out on you and you don't deserve that and I apologize. So I tell you what, I'm going to bust out one of my pipes and I'm going to go fill it with some happy tobacco and I'm going to puff on it for a little bit and then I'll come back. We can talk about whatever. We can watch The Tonight Show with Jack Parr or was that who it was? Or Alan, whatever. And then we can do all of our other 1950s things. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a terrible couple. This is a very toxic couple. So let's keep going with their dinner argument that they're having because they're sitting down for dinner right now, and I think Frank's about to make her cry. Spoiler alert.
Maybe if Honey were a little more impressed, Frank's problem of self-assurance would be relieved. He might even think of changing the subject.
Maybe if she faked being interested.
How understanding can we expect a young wife to be?
Well, stop talking about dull shit, dude. If I came home every day, there's another tip for you. If I came home every day and complained to my wife about my job, I would expect her to eventually go, yeah, dude, I get it. Your boss sucks. The fucking dude in the whatever department doesn't take you seriously. And like, no one listens to your ideas. I understand you say this every fucking day. Maybe come home from work and change the subject because you're not at work anymore. So, I mean, if you're working 8 hours a day and then you're coming home and bitching about it for 4 hours, you're actually working 12 hours a day. So knock that shit off, Frank. I'm not impressed. Maybe if Honey would be a little bit more understanding of his problems and take Frank seriously and go, oh no, that must be terrible that this person that I have no idea who it is that you talk to me about every day is an asshole to you. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. It's stupid. Frank sucks.
You know how Simpson is. Always against everything. And nobody dares speak up to him because he's very close to the old man. But I stuck to it. Nobody really definitely turned me down.
Cool,
That
Frank.
wasn't all. Wait until I tell you what Clark said.
Uh-huh.
What the... Who am I
Clark.
talking to anyway? The wall? Can't you
She's
even take a
not
little interest
listening.
in what I'm telling you?
Nah, dude, I don't know who Clark
I was
is.
listening, sort of.
Or Simpson.
I just wanted to see something in this magazine.
Do you mean listening, sort of? Either you listen or you don't.
Well, if you really want to know, I was getting pretty tired of hearing about the office. And talking about it steadily ever since you came in that door an hour late. You couldn't even take time to look at me. Whenever I try to tell you what I did during the day, you won't listen for a minute.
Yeah, Frank, fuck you.
I certainly do listen to you. Except when you tell me about something you want to buy, or one of those gossip sessions that are always going on at the beauty shop.
Sorry, what are
Frank,
you
cut.
doing, Frank? Those gossip sessions that you're talking about at the beauty shop. So let me guess, she comes home from the beauty shop and she goes, well, Sandy was saying this thing, and you know how Sandy is. She doesn't really take people's advice into consideration, much like you're going, well, you know about Simpson. Simpson doesn't like to listen to... You're the same person. Maybe you guys deserve each other, but you just need to have a little bit understanding that you guys are basically bitching about the same thing to one another, except for you're mad that she's trying to spend your money, even though I'm pretty sure you established that I'll take care of you, honey. Don't worry. I'll buy you everything that you'll ever want. And now you're mad that she wants to buy stuff.
You know perfectly well I hardly go to the hairdressers anymore. I spend all my time carrying bundles from one supermarket to another trying to save a penny on a bunch of carrots.
I don't see why you can't take a little interest when I talk. Seems to me the least you could do.
It's because
After
you
all,
bitch
I
about
work
the
for
same
both of us.
thing all the
Both of
time.
us. Before we were married, you didn't mind my going to the beauty shop. You'd tell me how beautiful I was. You'd brag to your friends how I always look so neat and well dressed.
And now
I
you
can't even buy
bitch
a
to your
jar of cold
friends.
cream without you screaming your head off. I look like a witch. No makeup, these old clothes I have to wear.
Old clothes you have to wear. What was that bill for $27.50 for last month?
Big spender.
And those new shoes.
Bitch, I spent $27 on you some clothes. What are you talking about? $27. I wish I could get away with spending $27 on clothes for my wife. I'd buy her clothes all the time. But I mean, this is kind of an argument or a problem that's old as time, right? Like couples get together, they get used to each other, and since you see each other every day and you're part of each other's routines, you don't necessarily go, "You're so beautiful." And it's like, well, I mean, I still notice that you're beautiful. I guess I don't say it every day because you're there every day and I see you like I see you more than I see anybody else. So I guess, yeah, maybe I should make a little bit more effort to tell you how much I appreciate your looks and all of that stuff because, again, yes, I did used to say it a lot. And I guess maybe I thought that you got tired of hearing it all the time. So I'll say I love you a little bit more. There you go, Frank. There's a little bit of a tip for you. How about after this, just go, listen, I think you're sexy as fuck and your poodle skirt matches your hair and I love it. Let's pull that thing up a little bit. We'll bend you over this automatic dishwasher that I just bought and we'll have a little bit of fun. But I don't know, Frank, come on, man. You got to get your shit together. Let's go ahead and let's go a little bit ahead here because we're kind of pressed for time a little bit and there's plenty of time left. So let's ramp up their fight here. Let's see what's going on.
You ungrateful, stingy, bossy, big shot!
Oh, she threw the ring down. Fuck you,
Hold it,
Frank.
everybody. What a picture. This would be a fine way to freeze. And yet it's becoming a typical scene of the Carson romance in action. Somebody might say the Carsons didn't like each other anymore.
I don't think they ever
Let's look
did.
back at a picture of them taken just before they were married. In
I
those
think-
days, Honey thought Frank was wonderful, just because he was so steady.
Keep
She
in mind
thought
this was
about
like
money.
a year ago.
And
So,
he thought she was adorable, because she always turned up so well groomed when they went out. She would make the perfect wife for a real gentleman, he used to think. A real lady.
yeah. See, the problem, though, is that you guys
Honey
went out
would
like
ruin the
twice,
evening with one of her
probably.
scenes, and just on a night when we were going out. Maybe I ought to call up and tell them we can't make it. Certainly can't go over there fighting like this. How can I explain now? What'll I say?
You say I was
better
kind
not.
of being a dick.
If only Honey would be reasonable. I'll talk to her.
Uh-oh.
No,
what-
let's face it. When she's in a mood like this, you can't make her understand anything.
No, you should probably go talk to her. Go talk to her,
Maybe I
Frank,
should
you idiot.
apologize and make up.
Yes.
Sure, that would work. Why not? No, I'd better not. She'll just think she's completely right as usual, and it's all my fault. Nope, I won't make a move.
Well, I mean, okay, so you don't
Yes.
exactly have to apologize, but yeah, you should go talk to her about it. Like, I mean, you should apologize for how you acted because you were being a dickhead of like, why aren't you interested in my boring ass story? Well, because your story sucked, Frank. Let's just be real. You're talking to me about your job, and I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in all of the stuff that makes you Frank, you know, not the fucking stuff that you are doing all day long at your office to make money. I want to get to know you a little bit more and not Johnson or Sampson or Simpson or whatever the fucking other people. And Clark, you know how he is. Like, I don't want to hear about any of those motherfuckers. I want to spend time with you, Frank. But you should at least apologize a little bit for your behavior because you did kind of snap at her. You pissed her off. And it is like, look, whatever I did to make you that mad, I do apologize. And look, I know I get like pissy about money, but that's because this, and this is going on with the finances right now. And again, if you know you have some sort of reasonable financial plan, you can explain to her that this is how we're going to get out of this, honey. And yeah, I don't know, things could probably work out, but let's see how they try to resolve this, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
And Frank had to go and spoil everything this evening. Just the night I make a special dinner and we're going out, he has to act that way. I wanted to see Francine so much. I'm dying to show her my new coat. Maybe I can bring Frank around. He's had enough time to realize how awful he's been by now.
Okay, so here's another reason why Frank needs to get over this shit and make up with her and then actually go out and do stuff. Because, Frank, you are the guy that goes out and works all day for both of you to be able to afford a life together. So when you come home, you should be willing to do fun things with your wife who is just sitting at home taking care of the house all day. So it's one thing if you guys had kids, but you guys don't even have kids together. And she's still a stay-at-home wife? Yeah, Frank, take her the fuck out with her friends a little bit. Let her do something fun. Good God, you suck, Frank.
No. Why kid myself? He wouldn't admit he was wrong. He loves scenes. They make him think he's boss. I want to get out of this apartment so much, though. Maybe I should just go in and say I'm sorry and make up. Yes, that's a good idea. But, darn it, if I do that, he'll just think he was completely right as usual.
Yeah, you're both
That I
kind of
really am a
wrong,
gold
though.
digger, that I was all wrong. He'd love it. No, I won't. I can't. I won't budge.
Yeah, stay stubborn.
Should she?
Both of you.
What do you think? Whose move is it? Which one of them is to blame for all this trouble? I can't tell because I know them both so well.
You do,
Who
Mr.
am I?
Narrator?
I'm an old friend. I'm the ring that she picked out and he paid for. Both their names are engraved on my side.
The
separated
narrator
by
is the
word
wedding ring.
love. Less than a year ago, I heard them both say, I take you for better or for worse. I've had a bad time tonight.
I've had a bad...
Because I know that the Carsons are really swell people. Both of them. I'd like to see them happier in their marriage.
They can get over it.
How can they break the vicious circle and rediscover the affection and respect they once felt for each other?
I'll answer that question. The end. McGraw-Hill text film. So yeah, let's talk about what we learned here. Now, obviously, it's a couple that has some communication issues. They got married after being together for only 5 months, and then 11 months into the marriage, things started to fucking break down because they never had a serious discussion about finances. They should have done that. I make this much money. This is how much that I make, not some sort of like, because that's probably what the problem was. Frank probably lied to her and was like one of those dudes that like tries to impress women by being like, I make $100,000 a year, when really he makes $12 an hour. And then he tries to impress her by spending money and blowing money on her. And then when she likes the guy and they get together, he's like, oh shit, this is not sustainable. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the demand of buying this woman a $10,000 purse and taking her on shopping sprees and going out to 5-star restaurants. I'm not going to be able to maintain this. And Frank was one of those where he was like, let me try, and then got mad that he couldn't. So I think that's what the big problem was. And, you know, I mean, as long as she's not an actual gold digger, you should be able to go, this is what the finances are. This is what I'm able to afford. This is the life that I can give you for right now. But these are also what my plans are in life to be able to have a better life for ourselves eventually. Like everything is building on something. Like you always have to have a foundation and then kind of build on it. And it just kind of sucks that you guys got together 5 months ago and then decided to get married after that and never was able to get your shit together, because that should be your honeymoon period, right? That should be the time where you guys love each other the most and get along the most, because the love is new and everything's all exciting and working out for you. But you didn't let it work out for you because you are both very selfish people. And I think that is the issue. But I think that you should get your shit together. I think that you should talk about it. I think you should work it out, because you guys need to be a good couple, damn it. The future depends on it. I'm telling you, you're going to be somebody's grandparents one day that I'm going to be friends with, and I still need to be able to hang out with that person. So, honey, get it together. And Frank, stop being such a dickhead. I guess that's my advice. I don't have a whole lot else to talk about for this episode, but you know, Squeak McBeak is over there working on our time machine. He's trying to get it fixed. Looks like he's making a little bit of progress, but we still have a little bit of time left. We're waiting for my grandson to come back from the future with the missing part that we need to fix everything. So that should happen soon. Should happen yesterday or in 5 minutes or right now. I don't know, time works really weird here at the Universe of Weirdos. But I tell you what I am going to do while we're still stuck here. You and I have both listened to the struggles of Barbara, right? I played her struggles in our Serving the Public episode, and I have played her struggles in the Universe of Weirdos 101 episode. Barbara is somebody who exists here in 1954, and apparently she's a deviant. Because she's always late, Barbara, and your nails are dirty, and you didn't brush your hair, and you always interrupt. And I am sick and tired of Barbara being a perpetual victim when we go back to that. So what we're going to do, I found the entire habit patterns is what it's called. It is a habit patterns PSA, and it's all about comparing Barbara, the deviant, to Helen, because she knows what to do. And what we're going to do, we're going to go back to that one next time, and we're going to save Barbara, is what we're going to do. We're going to go over the entire habit patterns PSA from 1954 in our next episode, and I'm going to save Barbara. I'm going to stick up for Barbara. I'm going to defend her, and then we're going to bring her back into the Universe of Weirdos time machine with us, so Barbara will exist and be a character with us forever. We're going to save your life, Barbara, because we don't like how you're being treated in 1954 just because you like to sleep in a little bit and you say fuck all these dumbass beauty standards you guys are trying to hold me to. I'm Team Barbara, damn it. So that will be our next episode. Habit Patterns 1954, Rescuing Barbara is what we're going to do. It's a rescue mission. And until then, you can reach out to me, jcraft247 on X. I am Universe of Weirdos on Instagram, and I have an email that I would like for you to reach out to, universeofweirdos@gmail.com. That is where I get all of your feedback and questions for Feedback and Questions episodes. And if you could do me a big favor and like, share, rate, review, and subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on, give us that big 5 stars, the big thumbs up, a big old positive review, glowing words of encouragement, and I would sure appreciate it. But until then, I will see you next time, where me and Squeak McBeak are still stuck here in 1954, but we're going to rescue Barbara, damn it, because she needs our help. We'll see you next time. Not blasting off right now. We're still stuck where we need to be, but see ya!